Now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field, two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And our starting pitcher here today, John Means. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Yeah, there's the strike. Swing and a foul out of play. Stefanik aboard here at first with nobody out. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Anthony Santander at the plate. Right now third in the American League in RBIs. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Yeah, that's fouled off. Man at first, one away. And there's a foul ball. And that one hammered. Jones going back. Gone. That's one way to quiet the crowd. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 2-0. Base is empty, one away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Right through there for a strike.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
One down, base is empty. Fights it off. He'll see another.
One ball, two strikes.
That's too low. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Next pitch misses inside. 3-2 down. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Kwan hauls it in, and there's two away. So two down now, and here is Alejandro Kirk. And that is downstairs, and it's 1-0. Fastball for a strike. Base is empty, two away, but 2 runs are in here in the third and final game of the series. linebacker to the mound. Tosses to first, and that is that. Back here in Cleveland. And on the hill in this one, Kevin Gossman. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Santander sizes this one up, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One up, one down. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Gossman, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. That one pushed to the left and foul. One out, bases empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Here's Jose Ramirez. And there's the ball.
No strike.
Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And George makes the grab. New inning getting started. Here's the veteran outfielder, George Springer. Means back to work. Ball 1, no strikes.
1-0.
And a swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering upstairs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time.
Now a blast to left center, way back there, on its way, out of here. George Springer takes him deep. His 9th homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 3-0. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. That's off the inside corner. 1-0. McMahon with a homer in his last game.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing. So that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
Ernie Clement in the box now. No balls and a strike. 1 on, nobody out. A run in here at the top of the second. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Here's Andres Jimenez.
Second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
One ball, no
This
strike.
one in the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. McMahon leads off first with one away. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now here is Michael Stefanik. Schneemann calls it in, 2 away. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Up and in, and that's ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Left field, Quan settles underneath it. He's there, he's got it, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo.
Kyle Manzardo.
Manzardo launched a homer in his most recent game. That misses the zone, and 1-1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Bo Naylor at the plate now.
He really needs to start making more contact. Striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Jimenez throws to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Now here's Nolan Jones.
Nolan Jones.
Jones went deep twice in his last game. On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Lane Thomas, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Man on second, 2 down. The other way, he's got it, and that is out number 3. Here in Cleveland, all set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. And a strike on the outside edge.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
The wind and the pitch.
1-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Good job to fight that one off. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Man, that was a pretty good battle to play, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind out a hit like that. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield, and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Vladdy in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Now he launches a throw over his head. The throw comes in too late, and now they have runners at the corners. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Grounded out his first time. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. And that one pulled foul. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get ground ball, double play.
And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. Here's George Springer. He's already homered here in this one.
George Springer.
That's through there for a strike.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case,
that's a base hit. Run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. First pitch, not close. Guerrero at second. Springer at first. One gone. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Just missed. That's in there. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Oh, he hit him.
Yeah, got him.
And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him. And he hit him. A new arm into the game. The righty, number 51. He comes on for the 35th time this year.
Number 51. Riley Pine.
And here is Andres Jimenez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch, and he just misses.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
There's a strike. Popped up. Rocchio on his way over and makes the grab. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. So in now for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio.
Brian Rocchio.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And up next for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. Gausman, multi-time All-Star, more than 100 career wins on the mound, a former first-round pick back in 2012. And it's fouled away. Hit on the ground to short. Bichette whips it to first. And there's 2 away. So the lineup flips over. Here's the third baseman, Daniel Schneemann. Flied to right his first time. Just missed. And that is in for a strike. And the count even 1-1. That's a little bit low. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Start of the fourth. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Michael Stefanik. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Bichette up for the third time and takes ball 1. Runner at second, nobody out. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
On the ground. And foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to short. And he can't come up with it. First and second, no outs. So up next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. He's already homered in this game. On the ground to third, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Ripped to short. Fires across the diamond. And that is the inning. Bottom 4, and now Stephen Kwan. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter, or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. That one drifts inside.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Bounce to the right side, but it kicks foul. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 4th.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. 0-1 now. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. And it is 2-1. Foul ball. Man at second. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Springer there makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Manzardo stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's
now a screamer into the outfield, and he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. He's in to score in the sac fly. It's 4-1. Now the catcher up to hit. Bo Naylor 0 for 1 so far. And Naylor swings through that one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Lined into right. Santander makes the grab, and that will end the inning. And we're back, ready now for the 5th inning. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And that's in the dirt.
Well, these Blue Jays really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Ground ball up the middle. Into the outfield. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And the batter is George Springer. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Next for the Blue Jays, first baseman Ryan McMahon.
First and second, no outs. Ryan McMahon next up for the Blue Jays. And that one misses up and in. And that is ball 1. First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the 5th. And a curve is down and in.
2 balls, no strike.
There's a strike and a count 2-1. Fastball for a strike. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. And that skips in the dirt. There's a strike.
1-1.
Inside, just missed. 1 out. Runners at first and second.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. Two on, 1 out. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. Now on the bump, Trevor Steffen. This is his 3rd time out this year.
Trevor Steffen.
So digging in, Andres Jimenez, 1 for 2. Late swing, foul to the left. First and second, 2 down.
Ball.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Now one missed. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Battling here as he fouls it away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Out there to center. Thomas on the move. Can't get there. He gets down. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping up for the Guardians, Nolan Jones. Gosman back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
That's out the corner.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Next offering is fouled back. Up the middle. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate.
Lane Thomas.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Stefanik. 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Rocchio batting with one down takes a strike. And that one missing low. Jones leads off first with one away. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. He's 0 for 1. In the air, right field. And that's the inning. Back now at Progressive Field. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Stepping in, Michael Stefanik. First pitch just misses. Stefanik in his second season, 29 years old, and he's usually a third baseman, but today starting in the outfield. Popped foul out of play off to the right.
Well, this probably feels like a day off a little bit, going from that hot corner where you got to be on your toes every single pitch to being able to relax a little bit and have more time to react in the outfield.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Bo Bichette, 0 for 3 in this one. Foul ball there.
One and one.
Runner at first with no outs here. And there's a ball. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Popped up. Arias puts it away for the out. Now it's the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. That's inside.
One strike.
And a foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Ripped on a line, and that is that. Back here in Cleveland, well, we go bottom 6. Now the third baseman, Daniel Schneemann. There's the strike. Fastball for a strike.
One and two.
Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Three and two.
Tapped softly on the ground. Jimenez whips it to first. One up, one down. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians.
Left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
First pitch misses. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. And that one upstairs.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
One strike.
One down, base is empty.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt. In the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Base hit center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Now it's the DH, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 2 in this one. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball one. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Santander moving back for it. Way back there and gone. They must be going crazy in the dugout. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-3. One down. And now the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. Oh, and he hit him.
Get back, take your base.
As a hitter, I'll take that all day long. An off-speed pitch, it's not going to rattle your cage too much.
One gone, runner at first. And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor. A little bit low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that's outside.
2-1.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got it.
Brendan Little comes on now.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
First and second, one out. Jones now at the plate. Fought off foul. Still only one out here in the inning. And a swing and a miss.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Next offering is downstairs.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Here comes Lane Thomas.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Down the line, and it's foul. Got him. They limit the damage here. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Herron.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Tim
Well, one-run game. Now it's going to be Alejandro Kirk. 1 for 3. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. 1 down. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 3 for 3. 2 singles and a homer. Just missed. That one hammered center field. That's back there. And it flies to the deepest part of the park. No doubt about this one. Home run. So 1 out, nobody on. And the batter now, Ryan McMahon. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Thomas makes the grab. 2 down. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays.
Ernie Clement.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that is out of play.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
There's the strike. 95 of that one.
2-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jimmy Garcia.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Here's Brian
Rocchio.
Slice the other way and foul. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Gabriel Arias digs in now.
Second baseman, Gabriel Arias.
And that's too high. Here's a high fly ball out to center. And that is Springer. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Kate Smith. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
Second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
That is upstairs for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Not close with that one, and it's 2-1. And a foul ball. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. One away. Michael Stefanik next up for the Blue Jays. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top level guy like this.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Just missing there. Going to count 1-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Swing and a ground ball. Arias. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays.
Bo Bichette.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball. Fastball for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The next pitch misses, and the count is 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Jones makes the catch, inning over. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the inning. Now, Stephen Kwan. Garcia back to work. And that one upstairs, ball 1. That one almost got him.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And that's a little bit high. And now 3 balls and a strike. Base knock right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And here is Jose Ramirez. Ramirez swings and blasts one deep to right field. Going gone! Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 5-5. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Manzardo getting ready to hit. Splits the plate. It's 0-1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Springer on the move. He's got it. And there's one away. Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
1 strike.
And a curve is down and in. And fouled off. One down, base is empty. Struck him out looking. Nolan Jones will hit next. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. Slides for the stop to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Now pitching
Back
for the
now,
Guardians.
and on the mound, the closer, Emmanuel Clase.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
And now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. He's been a great free agent sign. Ripped to right. And out number 1 on the grab.
Great swing of the bat right there, trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. Outside, and it's 1-0. Check swing, called strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
That one the other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays.
Catcher Alejandro Kirk.
That clips a corner.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Next offering misses down and away.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Got him swinging. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Jason Adam.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here's Lane Thomas now.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And that one fouled off.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Here's a 1-1. That clips the corner.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
And that's in the dirt. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance. This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Brady.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The shortstop takes the ball. Winning run on base at first. No outs. Double play ball to second. Off balance feed. There's one. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. 1 down. Winning run on at first. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second. Tag, and they got him. Trying to send this to extra innings. And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. On to extra innings. Here's George Springer to start it off. Swing and a foul out of play. That misses. 1-1. And that's down and away. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that one in the air center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ryan McMahon next up for the Blue Jays. And that clips the inside corner.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
And the runner's coming home. Squeeze attempt misses. Breaking ball inside. 1-2 the count.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open. Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
On the ground right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Clement stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Oh. 2 balls, no strikes.
Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Daniel Schneemann. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that drops in for a strike.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Stephen Kwan, the next to hit.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
That one in there across the letters. Winning run stands at second.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
The winning run on second base. Way high.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Stefanik makes the grab on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he...
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Kyle Mansardo digs in now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
On the corner for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And that one is inside ball 1. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and on the mound to start the 11th inning, Sam Hentges.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Go ahead run on base. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Line drive. And it's into the gap. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. And they've got the lead in extra innings. Here's the left fielder, Michael Stefanik. Just missed. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes in the air to left down the line. He's got it, and there's one down. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays.
Bo Bichette.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely. And now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
To the right side, Arias fires over to first. And Bichette is retired. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Yeah, that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Goes down looking. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 23, Jeff Hoffman.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Bo Naylor now at the plate. And a pitch.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
That one not close, and that's ball one. Swings through that one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
So the tying run at second. And a ground ball to first. McMahon steps on first for the out. Nolan Jones digs in for the Guardians.
Right fielder.
What's the approach in a spot with a tying run 90 feet away?
Don't try to get too big. Don't swing for a home run. Let it be an accident if you hit a homer. And I tell you what, if he does, this place will go crazy. I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
With the tying run at third, and the home team trying to pull it out. Next pitch is outside, and that's ball two.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one missed. And it stays fair. In comes the runner from third, and they tied it again.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Here's Lane Thomas. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. To third, he gets there. Winning run at third with only one out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Rocchio in the box now. Takes strike one.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
One down, and the winning run at third. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now here is Gabriel Arias.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
That misses, and that is ball one. There's a strike. Winning run at third, 2 down. This one high in the air to left center, and that is Springer. Brings it in, and that is the inning. On to the 12th, and now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And with the game going to extras, he's still got a chance to keep his hitting streak going. Henches back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Gets the call. That is strike 2. to the right side, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that's his first hit in this one, so that should help him feel a little better. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Alejandro Kirk getting ready to hit.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead.
Joey Cantillo takes over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
First and second, no outs. And next for Toronto, George Springer. That one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. That's off the mark, and the count's full. Gets a piece and stays alive. The other way, base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. I really like the approach of that swing. That was a good changeup on the corner, but he recognized it early, did get jumpy, and just smacked it to the opposite field.
McMahon at the plate and takes high there. Next offering is in for a strike.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Next pitch is downstairs. There's a strike.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Golden opportunity right here. Fastball for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Puts a bunt down. Manzardo. Spin throw. That's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And the first offering is not close. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Grabs it on the run. And that's the third out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now at the plate, Daniel Schneemann. There's a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time. And to drop third strike leads to the first out. And the runner stays where he is.
Now
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. In for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Look out! And it hit him.
Thank you, mate.
Now
Pivotal at bat now for the dangerous Jose Ramirez. That one inside.
Okay.
Look out. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. 2 on, 1 out.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Ground ball, could be 2. They put the tag on him. Over to first, safe. So they're down to their final out. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. Fastball is outside. Knee high, that's in for a strike. With the winning run at the plate, here deep into extra innings. This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, when you go on a road trip, you're looking to play 500 or better, and the only way you do that is when you scratch and claw and you grind out. And they did that in this one. 12-inning win on the road. Very impressive. Players are going to come into the clubhouse for the next game. They're going to be pretty encouraged about how they pulled for each other.
Final score of 8-6 in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.